I had my hand on the metal baseball bat just in case, because I was going to go down fighting if I was going to go down.
All right, so I've been avoiding this story about the school shooting in Colorado just because this shit depresses me, and I don't really consider myself to be a typical reporter. So I cover stories that I think interest me, and I feel I can add something to the story and or present some information that people may have not seen before. So that's what I try to do. In this video, though, I'm essentially reporting on something because I want to show you this this clip from this 12-year-old who was at this who experienced the school shooting, and I also want to share this story from the hero who potentially saved a lot more people from being killed. So first, this 12-year-old on CNN describes his experience in this school shooting.
It was incredibly scary during it, and at least half the kids in my class broke into tears when it started happening. It was incredibly scary, and their teacher had us hide in the closet.
Oh. Can you... I would have been so scared, and can I just say you are so brave to be standing there with me today, and I am in awe of you. Can you take me back to yesterday and tell me what happened?
So I have sensitive ears. So they shot out the doors, and I heard the gunshots, and I just kind of froze. And then the siren came on, and our teacher and somebody started cracking a joke, and the teacher told them to shut up, and then she had us hide behind her desk. And when the shooter got closer, she moved us into the closet. I was hiding in the corner, and they were right outside the door. I had my hand on the metal baseball bat just in case, because I was going to go down fighting if I was going to go down.
You were going to go down fighting with a baseball bat. Nate, and again, how old are you?
I'm 12.
Okay. I wanted to share that because I think that's a powerful clip. These kids now are fully aware of what might happen simply because the gun laws are so lax. I mean, look, as a Canadian, seeing stories like this, I don't understand. I just, this is nuts. This does not happen in any other country like this. I mean, of course, there's been school shootings in all different countries, but in terms of the frequency of it happening, it's obvious that the gun laws are the reason it doesn't happen as much in other countries. There is no other difference. I mean, with Canada especially, we share so much culture with Americans. So I mean, they always blame, oh, it's the gun culture, or it's the violent movies and the video games. We share essentially the same culture, and we don't have this problem. It's the gun laws. So I mean, this kid, I wasn't going to go down without a fight. That's why I was holding this metal bat in the closet. Now, I want to share this story about 18-year-old Kendrick Castillo, who was killed while stopping one of the gunmen. So he was a student there. He was a student as well as the shooter was also a student. But let me share some of this because this is heartbreaking. Brendan Biley, another student that helped Castillo disarm the gunman, wants people to remember Castillo as a legend. The two were sitting by a classroom door when someone from their class arrived late and took out a gun, he said. Castillo immediately rushed them. It was immediate, non-hesitation, immediate jump into action, Biley said of Castillo's reaction. The gunman was there, and then he was against the wall and didn't know what the hell hit him. Biley and a third student joined in and wrestled with the shooter, who may have fired once or twice more during the struggle, Biley said. Once he got the gun away and the other student had the shooter pinned down, Biley went over to Castillo, who was unresponsive. Castillo died at the school. He was a kind, hilarious jokester who was always ready to help his classmates, student Tuscany Nui said. Kendrick was such a nice kid. If you needed something, he would be there for you, Nui told CNN on Wednesday. That proved true even in the young man's final moments. Castillo and Nui were analyzing comedy in English class and watching The Princess Bride Tuesday afternoon. At his home in Denver, John Castillo struggles to stop sobbing. He's torn between pride and anguish after the heroics of his only child. Selfless, that's what my son was, and it got him killed. But he saved others, the father said. Because of what he did, others are alive, and I thank God for that. But there's another part of you that wishes he just turned and ran, retreated, hid. So, I can't even imagine the bravery, especially being, 18 years old, and just jumping into action to stop a shooter from doing a lot more damage than what he already did. The fact that Americans put their kids through this, are not in the streets fighting to change the gun laws. Something has to be done. And it starts with the politicians. It starts with mass movements. You have to rise up, form these movements, get involved, vote, and actually do something to change this. Because, again, this is not something I experience, but my heart breaks every time I hear a story like this. And I just don't understand why Americans aren't doing anything about it.